Discussing the castle that Jeremy Irons, this actor, bought in the 90s in Ireland, a lot of people didn't realize that there was something called the Irish pound. Nowadays, the Irish, along with many European countries, use the euro. However, that has only been the case since 2002. And in fact, the European Union as a whole is a fairly new confederation of states. And prior to 2002, they were actually using the Irish pound, also called the punt, which is just Irish for pound. Now, I might talk about how the pound goes all the way back to the Roman era. Many of the different monetary systems and names are actually just based off of a pound, peso, livre, and many others. However, I do think it's really interesting that the European Union did adopt the euro. However, once again, in the 90s, they were using the Irish pound. Now, the EU is very similar to the United States, especially the founding of the United States, in which they used the Articles of Confederation. Because the original thought process behind the United States was it was actually going to be much more of a union of different countries. States is synonymous with countries. Now, over time, the United States decided that, in fact, they needed a more centralized government and is now more connected in many ways than Europe and the European Union. However, I would say that the European Union is somewhere in between what the modern Constitution of the United States is and the Articles of Confederation, where there's slightly more power given to the European Union than the original federal government of the United States, but less than there has been in recent times. But that's really a whole other video.